There are about 2.5 billion images stolen every day online. Every day. In fact, one of my most popular images that I've ever created, and it's probably one of my favorite images as well, was stolen, and someone else is out there absolutely taking credit for this image. This is the image here. This was what I used to call Starbuck under the stars, because Starbuck is the name of the company that owns the digger, the excavator. And when I made this photo, the owner of the excavator wanted some prints of it. I gave him a quote. He said, "That's outrageous, I'm not paying that much money." So he basically stole the image. And it appears still today on Instagram. And if you have a look on the Instagram on his page, it'll even say, "This is my favorite photo that I've ever taken." It was my bloody photo. And at the time of this happening, quite a few of my photography friends really got stuck into this guy online. And a lot of the comments and posts have been deleted now from that page. And I didn't really pursue it, honestly, because although it upsets me, there's not really a great deal that you can do about it, because like I said, there's about 2.5 billion images stolen every day, and mine was just one of them. What made things worse in that particular case, that image was even shared by Caterpillar, like the global brand. So it had a lot of reach and it didn't come back to me. So I missed out on a lot of that promotion of my services, if you like. So that was disappointing. Now, as I said, that's nothing new. There's a lot of them being stolen every day, but on our Facebook group, Shane Mostyn Mobile Photography Bloody Legends, I'll link it down the bottom there. Go over and join that group. It's a great group. But somebody asked a question on that group in the last few days about someone stealing their image and what can they do to protect it. Realistically, nothing. If you want to share your images online, be prepared for them to be stolen. There's not a great deal that you can do about it. You can digitally watermark your images. It depends on how much of a ruthless beast you want to be when people do steal it, about going after your intellectual property rights or your copyright rights. The second thing that you can do is watermark those images. There is a good app that is on both iOS and Android called Add Watermark, and it's not a bad app. It's a free app, but you can upgrade to pay for things afterwards, additional things. But if you're going to use a watermark, and I actually did use a watermark on my image, and my watermark was at the bottom quarter of the image, right there in the center, and this particular individual had just cropped out that watermark. So it was very intentional what they did. But if you're going to add a watermark to your images, I would say don't put it on one of the edges where it can be easily cropped. Put it somewhere that's going to be blatantly obvious that you've taken this image, but do it tastefully. Make it reasonably small, make it still legible, and I'd probably even reduce the opacity of the watermark that you're putting there so that it's not blatantly obvious, but it's not easy to get rid of either. If you want to watermark your images at all, I think that the best way for you to deal with people stealing your images is, one, go, "I'm a pretty bloody good photographer because I've taken a photo and someone has stolen it and taken credit for it." So, bit of a pat on the back. Two is just accept that it's going to be done. It's just going to be. It's just going to be. It's just the way it is. I used to watermark everything. Now I don't even bother. If you can live with yourself that someone is going to steal your images, let it be done. There are many ways that you can watermark images. That's only one of them. There's heaps of apps for all different things. You can even watermark on the gallery app on most different phones. Put your name on different things. In Lightroom you can do it. In many, many ways you can do it. But it's really up to you if you're going to do it or not. But I can put my hand on my heart and say with absolute certainty, if you post an image online, it's going to get stolen if it's good enough. It's just as simple as that. There's no way around it. You need to come to the right mindset that this is probably going to happen and just let it happen. Maybe you watermark it in a way so that your name can't be removed and it's still going to be out there. You may get that extra social media reach and stuff like that, but it's just going to happen. Another way around it besides watermarking it is if the photo that you've taken is a printable quality, I wouldn't upload that to social media or anywhere online. I would put a lower resolution image up there online for people to look at. And if they really, really want a copy of the print or something like that, they go to your website where you may disable the right click. But at the end of the day, people are still going to steal your images. It's just the way that it is. This is a pretty big group that we've got here, especially over there on Facebook page. Let me know in the comments below here what you do to prevent anyone pinching your images online. It's probably going to happen to you. It's happened to me a few times. It's happened to a few people in the group a few times. So let me know, like, do you care? Does it really matter? Or maybe put that watermark there so that when people do steal it and put it out there online, people see your name and go and search for you online and maybe get yourself a few new followers or things like that. Anyway guys, that's it for today. I'll catch you later.